Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it away first. Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So the Texas Longhorns return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. Guys, this rivalry's a throwback. Aren't many left like this where the stadium's divided right down the middle.
So much tremendous history between these two teams. And David, it just always seems in this game, you throw out the stats, you throw out the standings, you throw out the records, and this is just a different energy when we see these teams play.
It's because you bring in the hatred. They don't like each other. The fan bases don't like each other. Texas, Oklahoma, it always means a lot.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season? Now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. So Oklahoma's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
But this just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to roll.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas. Texas doesn't like OU.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ewers. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The official says no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great play by the cornerback, and this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen, but that cornerback was draped all over. Nice job.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. Right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I could go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
1st down here for the offense. Some misdirection with the counter. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Pocket starts to collapse. The sure hands, it's Burks. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Handoff from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
To throw, it's Arnold. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown Sooners.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 4 over Virginia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Running back searching for a hole. And the Longhorns get it past the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Unloads it left. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. It's caught downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6. On the move from inside his 5. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Burks. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Back to throw, it's Arnold. He makes the connection. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the lane. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking for room, it's Baxter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in on the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try the right side. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Finds his back in the middle. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking to go up top on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. He wants to throw it again. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Bond.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. He'll pull it on the read. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Sooners are on the move.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Looking downfield, it's Arnold coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 13 to Old Dominion. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. To the air, it's Ewers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He's got an open man. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown Longhorns! They take the lead with the 6. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play, 83 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. To the ground, he's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They want to get this defense on its heels. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 3rd down after the run. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him struggle through the uprights.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got it behind the line. It's Bolden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
As a coach, that is exactly what you want. You want complementary football. The offense has been doing their thing. This defense now stepping up, maybe trying to get the football back to their offensive gear.
The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Here's the handoff. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's right on target. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And now on second down for this offense. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Runs through a tackle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. He's got his man. Makes the grab. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Up-tempo for the offense.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They're looking for an advantage to the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Caught near the sticks. It's held. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They want that clock to run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got loose, it was all over. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Nike Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 8 over UAB. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got it set up on the outside. He's out of bounds, but not enough for the 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He makes a catch. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40, at the 30, the 10, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Roberts. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock 1 more time, but this one is just about in the books. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for. But most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights for another whole year.
A whole year of bragging. And a whole year of telling OU fans, you're not as good as us. You can throw up the hook 'em horns. You can do it with pride. A lot on the line every year in the Red River Rivalry.
It may not be a crown, but it's a hat, and it is golden. In this latest edition of the Red River Rivalry, it goes to Texas. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Until next time, that'll do it for this edition of EA Sports College Football.